Well, Raul Rincon is behind bars tonight accused of murdering his son. Decatur police say they responded to a stabbing investigation call at a home on 19th Avenue Southeast last night. They found Brandon Rincon with a number of wounds. He died at the hospital.